Dettling, right there in the corner. All the holiday, like honestly, you don't see too many stores with the whole holiday assortment right there. Crittenden's hiding, bottom shelfer. JT Mellick right here. Green River, single barrel, foolproof. That's coming home with daddy. I don't really even know where I'm at this point. I think this is Mandeville, Louisiana.
Yep.
And we've got Cole here, our local tour guide. You did not call ahead to any of these stores.
Nope, I don't have the clout.
No, no clout. We are starting at my favorite grocery store liquor here. Now, we used to hate on grocery store liquor until we went out west and we went to some Rayleigh's and we found some really nice bottles. So no hate, grocery stores are my favorite now. So we're gonna go see what we found. I've never been to a Rouses market. See what we find. $64 for a Woodford Double Oak there. Jill has been drinking the heck out of my Woodford Double Oaks.
Yeah, and that's a store pick too, so.
They had the Rabbit Hole High Gold.
I have not. That is a steep tag, and I've never had it, so.
It's pretty freaking good, though.
Pretty good.
I don't know if it's worth the tag. Like that's the debate I'll leave for y'all, whether it's worth the price, but it's pretty good. $120 is a lot for a bottle of whiskey. JT Mellick right here. We were trying to get a store pick with them. Doesn't look like it's going to work out to next year. Apparently their whiskey is a lot more popular than they anticipated when they started making it.
I mean, it's pretty much allocated in a sense.
Yeah.
Like they posted the new high proof small batch yesterday at a couple stores in Lafayette, and they sold out like before noon.
Wow.
Like everything they had. Like they're harder to get in a Blanton's. That one right there has been catching my eye.
The Bardstown collaboration.
It's the new Disco 11.
I think somebody threw that in our Infinity Blend at Spillway.
Oh, they got deeper pockets than me.
Like I appreciate that, but I'm assuming the bottle that came out was good, surprisingly good. Probably not as good as that bottle.
Supposedly this is what, 13-year turkey? It says 13-year Kentucky, but from what I heard, it was wild turkey. Where they got that from?
13-year wild turkey. Is that all it says?
Oh, so 13-year Kentucky, 10-year Kentucky, and then 6-year Bardstown. I like how pretty open they are about telling you what's in it.
12-year wild turkey, one of my favorite bottles right now. So that's tempting with that much older turkey. What's the proof on that? So that's going to be a higher, like 118 proof?
Yes, I went to the New Orleans Bourbon Festival, and they had it out where you could try it, and I mean, it was really good. And I kind of hinted at her to try to get what I could to see if it was turkey in it, and she kind of laughed, and you could tell, like, she couldn't tell me, but she wanted to. But it was delicious.
All right, you sold me. We're gonna have to try it, see if it's turkey now.
So you're saying the 12-year wild turkey's one you've been on, though?
Wild Turkey 101, it's the export only.
I got one at the house.
Freaking good,
oh,
dude.
It's so good.
A friend brought me one a couple of months ago, and it's my favorite bottle I've gotten this year.
Really?
Like, it's so good.
We have seen a couple of the Green River single barrels hit around a couple stores here, which I really want to get my hands on, but.
So we have bought some OZ Tyler from Shore Barrel. That's all Green River.
Okay.
So that's the stuff I think that's some of the stuff they're releasing as single barrels right now. Cask strength, 5-6-year-old Green River. Really, really good stuff.
I mean, the local things we have around here, you know, are going to be the JT Backyard Nola in New Orleans. And then we got Cajun's Cut, which is so hard to get your hands on any of that.
Why is that hard to get your hands on that?
Everyone's, like I said, the community's big around here, and they really support Louisiana companies. So it just sells out, and it's really good.
New Orleans Bywater Bourbon. I'm just trying to remember if I bought one of those. It looks extremely familiar. You tote that for me, and we're gonna grab this New Orleans Bywater right here. What is this? Oh, this is 7.3.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, we got that. We got some of that at the house. Straight bourbon whiskey, 97 proof. It's got a whole big old sales story there. Sugarfield Spirits, at least 4 years old, blended and bottled by Sugarfield Spirits, made in the USA, does not tell where they sourced it from though. Little peg leg porker, I just don't know much about that. I've just heard they own a barbecue restaurant and they started putting out whiskey. You too. All right, so about $159 out the door, which honestly, if it's a 13-year-old wild turkey, is roughly right around what a Wild Turkey 12 goes for these days. So not a terrible price if that's what's in it. Y'all let me know right now in the comments if you think it is, or if you think otherwise, if you think he just talked me into it and I just bought some, I don't know, what would be the worst thing it could possibly be? Let me know if it's turkey. If not, let me know what you think it is. We're gonna head to the second store. If you've been following the channel for a while, then you know I love my Ekster wallets. The wallets are slim, hold the perfect amount of cards, and are made of quality materials. However, you sometimes lose your wallet. I may misplace it around the house somewhere, or I may drop it in a liquor store parking lot on one of these bourbon hunts. Luckily, Ekster actually solved this problem for me with their new Ekster Finder card. It works perfectly with Apple Find My, so I can track the exact location of my wallet. You can even ring the Finder card from up to 300 feet away, making it even easier to determine whether your wallet just slid between your seat and your center console, or if you did indeed drop it in your favorite liquor store's parking lot. The Ekster Finder card is the slimmest Find My tracker out there, just the size of a credit card. And this little tracker card is one of the coolest things in the world. You just charge it, throw it in your wallet, your purse, wherever, and you use the already existing app. Like, I'm already using this Apple Find My app to track my MacBook and my iPads and things like that. Your wallet falls down into couch cushions, who cares? Look. There it is, we found it. And it's actually got a map that shows me exactly where it is if I lose it somewhere else. Now, I would show this to you, but I love most of you. There's a few of you just a little too weird for me, okay? So I'm not gonna give you a map with exactly my precise house location on it, but trust me, this sucker's accurate. And right now, Ekster is offering a huge Father's Day sale for up to 40% discounts on select Ekster products. Click the partner link below and use code Brewzle at checkout for even more savings. Make sure you take advantage of these incredible savings and get yourself or your favorite guy that incredible, durable Ekster wallet with the Finder card. Let's get back to that video. Stop number 2 is Total Wine. Hey, how are you? Ooh. We were just looking for anything interesting.
Okay.
These are...
The case is where it's at.
The cases are where the interesting things are?
And in the middle.
The Hirsch right there is pretty interesting at 16 years.
See what I mean? Interesting?
I own a bottle of Hirsch.
Okay.
But that's the first time I've ever seen the tall bottle like that. Like, the bottle of Hirsch I got was like 80 bucks. Like, I think Hirsch has been around for a long time. They used to have really expensive bottles, but like, first time I don't know if they're bringing back the really expensive releases. Bottled by Hirsch, so it's sourced. These are way too sophisticated for me.
Scotch has the packaging down, that's for sure.
Yeah, they ain't got the whiskey figured out so much.
They always
though.
look cooler than they taste, for sure.
Somebody in the comments right now giving me a hard time about it. I agree, I'm not sophisticated. You're right, you're much nicer and better at this and better looking overall. You drive an Aston Martin, you have a very impressive Scotch collection, and I'm sorry that I cannot live up to your standards. Got some dark art stuff over here, which again, MGP, but I really like it. Like, it's really good stuff. Have you tried it yet?
I have not. I think actually next month our monthly bourbon thing at Triple Nickel is dark arts maybe. Or one of these upcoming months. So I'm looking forward to that, to trying it, learning about it.
It's distilled in Indiana, so, you know, just statistically speaking.
There's the non-barrel proof Cajun's cut.
So the barrel proof is what this is what they're seeking, but in a barrel proof?
Correct, yeah, it's like it's basically in a Heaven Hill bottle like this, and it's red.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that was at Spillway. I haven't tried all the samples yet from Spillway, so I think I might have some of that. McLaren Jack Daniels bottles. I believe those are just regular Jack, but I got a friend who's really into McLarens and Aston Martins and things like that. And so he was supposed to try to get one today in Alabama at the drop. I'm gonna call him right quick and see if he got it. I just came across one of these McLaren Jack Daniel bottles. You want it? 40 bucks.
Absolutely. How much is it? 40 bucks?
Yeah, it's $41 in tax.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, bye. Scored one of those. What does the bottle look like? So it's just one of those that is just designed to sit on a shelf if you're into cars and not drink, because you might as well just drink an old number 7. That's a fancy bottle right there. Almost looks like the old Raleigh bottle. Kind of like a pot still here. Distilled and bottled by Gulf Coast Distillers, Houston, Texas. I just hate that it's 95 proof, I'm gonna be honest. It's an old soul 10 type. So the picks we're doing, you know, we bought 3 barrels from them we got coming. One of them is the butter pecan. That's what, you know, it does have kind of a butter pecan flavor to it. It's subtle, but it's there. And then the other 2, we're doing 10 type tater sticker. So one I have a butter pecan tater sticker. The other 2, one of them's mine, one of them's Jill's. So Jill's is gonna be hen type, and mine's gonna be not thin type. Old Soul's good stuff. It's MGP, but it's a little different than some of these brands. They've been having MGP distill their mash bill, like what whiskey they want to put out, a lot like what Old Dominic did to get started, right? They go to a big distiller that can produce a lot of whiskey, they have them distill their mash bill kind of like what Clyde Mays is doing to get started, and eventually build their brand, build their own facility, get their own distillate out. That's a little different than I just bought a bunch of barrels of MGP and built my brand on it. Like I'm all for you buying from MGP, Midwest Grain Product. A lot of people ask us, what is MGP? Hit me up, MGP. I'd love to come up and actually talk to you about, how that works, how that process works, and how you make your whiskey. Because they make good whiskey, but it's like there's just a lot of people buying from MGP because they are such a prolific producer of spirits, of source spirits. And so you just gotta be doing something different with it. The fact that you're MGP doesn't make you bad. There are a lot of folks where MGP makes their distillate, so it's their unique stuff, but it's just distilled in Indiana. But there's also a ton of people that just pick off the shelf MGP, and they don't really do anything special with it. Nothing unique, nothing interesting. And so it's not bad whiskey. It's just, why would I buy that bottle over something that might be super interesting and unique? Like, I don't know, this may be awful, this may be great. I have no idea. It has a very little chance to be great to me because it's 95 proof, but outside of that, and the fact that it's in a super fancy bottle is a bad sign. But at least I would rather take a chance on this and support a small producer that because I know how hard it is to make your own stuff and sit on it and then put it into the market. Not a knock on MGP, not a knock on MGP brands at all. It's just a matter of, if I'm looking at a bottle and it's just another MGP distilled thing, I just don't know if that company's doing anything interesting or different than the other 50 MGP bottles I've got at the house already. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, so the Knoxville video, we got actually asked to stop filming in the Total Wine. So I take back everything I said about Total Wine. Their selection of house brand stuff is amazing. You should buy them all. Every time they recommend them, just go with one of those. Total Wine is the best. At least this Total Wine here is the best. Knoxville, not so much on, don't go to that one. Don't go to that one. So I apologize to Total Wine. All right, what's our next stop?
We're gonna leave here and we're gonna go hit Saia's meat market. As crazy as that sounds.
We're gonna get some meat and some bourbon. This is the type of thing you only get in weird southern towns. Like, maybe not, I don't know, y'all tell me. Maybe there's a bunch of these in weird northern towns. This is the type of stuff we don't have back home. A meat market and a liquor store in one. Let's go check it out. Small, narrow shelves with glass bottles. This is dangerous for a man my size, okay? Could have saved $1 on the Jack Daniels. Jack single barrel proof rye right there. And I hear good things about this. I haven't bought one. Yeah, Kentucky Owl Batch 12. I just don't want to pay $300 for a bottle of whiskey unless I just know it's an awesome bottle of whiskey. And these are always $300 everywhere. The $300, and I just don't know. The New Orleans Bourbon Festival, Paul Sutton, we've got a pick coming from them. Okay. I got a bottle, it was pretty good, and so we got some samples. I tried two of the samples, and I'm like, this is good, but it's not to my threshold I'm looking for a pick. But then I had 6 or 8 samples, and then we took them to Spillway, and so we got together with the team later, and we tried the 2 I had were just the worst 2 samples out of the batch. Like 2 of those out of the 6 we had were really good. So we've got a barrel pick coming from Paul Sutton. Still my favorite Penelope right there, just the good old orange label.
I'm a sucker for the Valencia.
The Valencia is good, fair. Okay, my second favorite Penelope behind the Valencia.
And I actually just got I didn't know it was a thing, but a barrel pick Valencia, and it's at 110 proof.
Silverbacks, I have a silverback. I think I have, it's similar to this bottle. Really good, it's blended. It's like 2-year their stuff and some other stuff, but just like super young. But I think their stuff is gonna be great when it's got some more age on it. Is the food here good?
I've never had the chicken. They say the fried chicken is good.
Let's get some. I need to get two-piece. Thank you. For $12, we got 2 pieces of chicken and the largest, like, where did they get a potato that size? That's a big old potato right there. That's legit. Okay, we're gonna go with a drumstick review here. That's good fried chicken. A liquor store that's got good food, man, come on. I thought about at one point doing a short series, or maybe on these hunts, only eating gas station chicken. Like, it's something I seriously debated for a while, because back home you got a lot of gas stations that just have a little deli that sell chicken. Let me know if you think this works, because probably does. It's probably a good idea that I didn't do this. 8.6 on the chicken, 1 bite. Everybody knows the rules. All right, we are continuing our field trip here at, you pronounce it?
Acquistapace.
Acquistapace. Yeah.
They have 2 different Elijah picks out right now for the people that like those. One's a 10-year and one's a 9-year.
These things are everywhere out here. Cash strength sitting there as well. More Dettling right there in the corner. All the holiday, like honestly, you don't see too many stores with the whole holiday assortment right there.
Little Crittenden's down there.
Crittenden's hiding, bottom shelfer. But I mean, come on. Craft whiskey, local distiller at $47.99.
This left bank is a source product that gets brought down to New Orleans. I've had this before. It's actually pretty good.
I think we picked this up somewhere but didn't buy it because it doesn't give an awful lot of information about who made it. Y'all let me know if I should pick up one of these O.H. Ingrams next time we see them.
And then these were a Louisiana released the artist series thing with the guy that made this in New Orleans or something. But I think it's just a standard pinhook with the cool,
it's a cool label.
Artist series that you can collect.
I don't know why those bottles are funny to me. Massive gallon High West bottles here are just, I love them. They're beautiful bottles, but they're just funny to see. First time I've seen them, I think, in that size.
Here's the Ragged Branch mega sale thing I was telling you about.
We already bought the Cowboy cut. Now, did they get them on sale, or are they just trying to get rid of them because they're not selling? It looks like that's about the right margin to just say, let's sell these at our cost to move them. Yeah. Louisiana Reserve Wheated Bourbon. Y'all let me know. I mean, it's a good price, but I've got some Ragged Branch. I don't know which ones I have, which ones I don't have. But then we did pick up the Cowboy cut. So it's where the fancy stuff's at. But is that what K-Loops are going for these days?
That's pretty much retail, at least on the barrel strengths, which you can't find the Cabernet. That was a limited run.
All the ones I've gotten have been samples or something somebody's given me, so I don't think I've bought a bottle of it. They are really good.
Which I talked to him the other night. I mean, it's an older juice. He doesn't like to age statement it just because he thinks it's not about the age, but it's up closer to 10 years old for some of that stuff. So
the World Whiskey Society, these guys are out of their freaking minds. I'm gonna be honest. You get a little over the top. No, the Samurai Stopper was cool. I'll give you that. You did good. You did good with the Samurai. I've got it at the house. The Unicorns are just a little too far for me. A little too far. Like I love a good bottle, fancy, but like that Mary Dowling bottle right there. I was like, that's a cool bottle. Like not always meaning it's good whiskey to be in a fancy bottle, but that's a really nice bottle. This with the copper and everything, it just feels like you're trying really hard to get my attention. You didn't just make a cool stopper that fits the thing. It's just gratuitous, I guess but what do I know? Hopefully you're selling all of them.
You had the High Rye Peerless, the High Rye Bourbon?
I don't know if I've had the High Rye Bourbon. That's kind of what I was looking at there. I don't think I have.
I've never had it. It's just recently, been put out. I just haven't heard any reviews on it, so.
It's $141, and I guarantee you it's not that old. It's 110 proof. I don't know, maybe it's one. Y'all let me know right now, is it wonderful? Should I bought it? Will I ever be able to find it again? Is it just flying off the shelves like hotcakes? Yeah, I don't think there's anything here to tease me. That discipline, we're having to tighten up a little bit. We bought a lot of whiskey bottles so far. I think we're going to jet on to the next store. What's the next store?
We will probably go to Riverbend Market next.
Riverbend Market. We'll catch up with y'all there. Riverbend Market is a gas station. Gold Dettling right there. That's a single barrel, 6 grain Dettling. I think that's probably the one to buy out of the ones we've seen. I think these orange labels are
Best wines.
Where he tries to put his best barrels.
Yeah, here's an 8 year, 6 month Baker 7. I might grab this one. Feel left out. I haven't bought anything yet. Pure Kentucky.
Yeah, that's Willet brand. Small batch XO Pure Kentucky. Yeah, by Willet.
Here's some barrels. Some more left bank.
Some old charter there if you're looking for some. Like I don't get the old charter. I don't get it. Don't love it. Don't love it. I know I'm hurting some folks' feelings, but Green River single barrel full proof. Yeah, that's mine. That's coming home with Daddy. Okay, we are pushing the budget to the limits here already. We found a lot of really nice bottles. What I like about this place is we found a lot of like maybe less than mainstream. I mean, I don't know if I'd call Green River craft, but not something you see everywhere, right? A cash strength single barrel pick from Green River. I'm sure those will become more prevalent as we move forward. It's kind of a new offering on the market as far as I know, but we got another store and we're gonna have to discipline. We're going to have a little discipline for this one, but let's go check it out. So we are at our next stop, and this is the first hitch in our giddy up here. The first possibly problematic thing. He wasn't aware. He didn't know. He did not know. But our next stop is a Piggly Wiggly. Now, I've never been to a Piggly Wiggly that sold alcohol. That's cool. But also, I was banned from the Piggly Wiggly in Alexander City, Alabama in 1995. I was wrongly banned. I did nothing wrong. It's a long story, I won't tell it, but I was actually banned from the Piggly Wiggly in Alex City. I don't know if it was just the one store or if it were all the Piggly Wigglies, but I don't think they're gonna kick up much fuss. It smells like cookies in here.
It smells delicious.
1792 foolproof right there.
What about the clover? Do you know anything about this?
I mean, I think it's all sourced. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's all sourced. I had a 10-year, I think it was, from them one year. I really liked it. I think it's MGP.
Some of the crazier stuff out of Louisiana is the Ponchatoula strawberry whiskey.
By crazier, it means stuff we're not going to try.
Yes.
They make it out of strawberry, so it's not a flavored thing.
So Ponchatoula is strawberry country. They have a big strawberry festival.
Okay.
It's whiskey with natural flavors.
Okay, so it is flavored.
So it's flavored whiskey, yes.
I didn't know if they had distilled some strawberries down. There's just some Buffalo Trace little bitty bottles if you want them. Cute little baby Buffalo Trace right here. Alcoholic size.
Some chicken cock. The chicken cock double oak, they had a New Orleans Bourbon Fest pick. Was actually really good. It surprised me.
So we're supposed to be having a chicken cockpit, double oaked, but the label, they're gonna custom label it for us. And it's gonna be me riding a chicken. So we'll see. We'll see if that ever happens.
Someone bought the plant straight through barrel for an outrageous price.
How much was it?
It was a combo. It was a Clyde Mays and a straight from the barrel for $400.
17-year-old George Dickel, if you want one of those.
Never had it.
I've had, like I said, I had a Blue Note 17-year. It was really good. I just can't do, I'm not gonna pay $250 for.
That's a lot of money.
See anything that?
No, nothing.
Really
Nothing I
you were
need.
hoping for that. We were hoping to find a Melick here, but the Melick cash strength, they carry a lot of JT Melick stuff. We were hoping to find a Melick cash strength. But on the bright side, apparently the ban has been lifted or nobody knows about it. They're not standing there at the door making sure I don't go into Piggly Wigglies. But I think we're gonna go next door over here. Supposedly this has the best whiskey selection for a bar in this area. What's the name of the place?
Triple Nickel Bar and Grill, Madisonville.
Let's go to Triple Nickel, check out their selection.
Of what? Oh, the Hirsch?
This has been pretty popular since we got in.
Double
It tastes
oak.
it has like a spicy, like a rye wood kind of tasty.
8-year-old double oaked Hirsch.
I think it's 9.
Is it 9? Oh, I thought you said 8. That's $17 I'm never gonna get back. Very tannic and harsh. You chose poorly.
Have you had the new Redwood Empires, the Twisted Giant and the Gnarly Pearl?
Have not, no. Are those good?
I had the weeded one, which is the Devil's Tower,
Okay.
and I really liked it.
Man, that smells really nice. Right, I really like the flavors that are developing there, but like typically you said it's 99 proof.
99 proof.
I mean, typically I'm gonna want 107, and that would be better at 107, but also it's a little bit of youth on that. What's the age on
It's a
it?
4-grain, 99 proof, batch 1, single lot release, at least 5 years. But this is California, right?
Yeah, that's probably part of it. I mean, it's not super youthful, but it needs another year or two. Man, it's starting to develop some really nice kind of fruit flavors through the mid-palate. I tend to like bourbons that have an orange peel flavor to them, and this one kind of has that nice creamy orange peel. 2 more years in the barrel. That's going to be some good stuff. The cash straight version's probably going to be out of this world. Which old fashioned's the best old fashioned?
But most people either use the Woodford or Buffalo Trace, Snickers.
But you think the Woodford old fashioned's pretty good?
I think
Let's go with it. That's the house specialty. Let's do it. It's pretty good old fashioned. All right, so we've tried the old fashioned here. We've had a few pours. It's the end of a very long bourbon hunt. Overall, is this a pretty accurate experience? Like, is this what it's like bourbon hunting here?
Yeah, I would say so. Good chance to get a lot of local stuff. A lot of the craft things that are harder to find. Not always run across this allocated stuff, but there's a lot better stuff out there. So
most of the allocated stuff, they do big drops and things like that. Like you say some of the stores just put it out on Fridays?
I would say most of the time it's just randomly put out. Other than like the Rouses will do like a lottery basket event.
Right.
but most of the other stores are just at random, you know, just show up constantly, buy their normal stuff, and one day you'll walk in and get lucky.
Well, we did not find any allocated stuff, but honestly, that's fine. I'm not looking for any allocated stuff. We got some really good bottles. Looking forward to having a full bottle of that blue and red corn. We got some new things to try. Cowboy Cut's going to be really interesting. But overall, we bought some great bottles. I'm going to try them on the live stream Monday. Appreciate you hosting us, hanging out with us today.
Anytime.
Had a great time in Mandeville?
And now Madisonville.
I'm on a little bit of a road trip. I've got plenty of space. You'll notice in this one, I didn't tell y'all we didn't have any space. We bought all the bottles. So space wasn't an issue, but time is an issue. I've got to be over in Austin, and then I'm trying to find some more bourbon hunting on the way to or from Austin. We'll see if it works out. I don't know. We'll catch up with y'all in the next one.